Baby, you give me ice and fire. up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Baby, you got me out there fire. You're channeling wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you got me feel that you whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, 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 oh. 1 2 microphone check. 3 4 3 4 check 1 2. I'm playing the playback. I can hear myself. I see. How y'all doing out there? How y'all doing out there on this beautiful, beautiful Saturday? Oh my gosh. It is nice out there. It's pretty cold though, a little cold, little cold, little cold, but we'll take the sun, right? We will do that. I wanted to get up in here, excuse me, I wanted to get up in here a little earlier. Excuse me here. I wanted to get up in here a little early because I wanted to come on a couple of times today to just try different um, ways of working on this computer. Like I said, my my computer is all over the place, so I wanted to take a little time and just work on this. But hey, I want to say thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I see people check out the videos. Um, a few people leave a comment or two, and I thank that as well. Just when you do get a chance to check out my work over here, you know, I have to say thank you, ahead of time, right? Because it took me a lot to be able to put my voice and put my face out here. It took a lot to do this because I have been, let's put it like that, throughout my years, a very um, private person. Okay. But now we in this new wave technology, and the older and wiser I got, I felt it was real important. Like I say, uh, look at that. As soon as I get on here, somebody want to check me out, call me, right? That happens a lot. Yeah, like I said, I got this life thing. This life, it hit me a little different. It gave me the courage to really just express myself, put all my imperfections on the table and just uh, speak about, speak about the way I grew up, the way how I view uh,
the way how I viewed my life growing up and the growth of the understanding, of the way how my life grew up, or somewhere along them lines. I really see that a lot of people out there in the universe don't take the time out to really talk about uh, their childhood. Sometimes it be trauma through the childhood. Trauma can be caused like in a lot of different ways, right? You can have good trauma, you can have bad trauma, right? Uh, I believe I believe we don't take time out to really work on that, and that gives us a lot of um, as we get older. I think that plays a part of our character. That plays a part of the way how we process things in life, because we don't take the time out to think about or to try to understand our upbringing uh, through life. So for me to be an older man now, and an experienced man now, and a man of first, a man of the Lord Jesus Christ, and a positive man to myself. Okay. It took a lot for me to grow to this point. So that's why I speak the way I speak. That's why I talk the way I talk. I understand it might not be as my talking, or the way how I process the information. It might not be the best out there. Uh, that's why it took me so long to actually get on here, because I used to listen to so many good speakers. Well, I do listen to so many good speakers, and it just made me so nervous. I'm like, wow, I can't speak like that. I can't express myself like that. But the more and more I studied this, and the more and more I grew to understand myself, um, it's all positive in the way that it doesn't make no difference how I excuse me, how I kind of speak, how I articulate my words. It doesn't matter, as long as I'm speaking truth, as long as I'm speaking growth of myself, of the understanding of the world. As long as I'm being fair, honest, uh, I'm not bashing anyone. I'm just speaking my points and views from my heart. Get it? Hey, I'm an older guy. Hey, blessed to see 52. Okay, thinking about, just say if you want to go back 25 years ago. No, let's go longer than that. Let's say if you want to go back 30, 35 years ago, you know, the world, how the world brainwash or tell us that if we in certain situations, that, you know, if our life certain situations, right, I'm losing signals. Um, okay. It say you won't make it past 25. That's the saying to life, especially black males that grow up in certain neighborhoods. You know, it was told to us that you wouldn't make it to see 25. So for me to be 52, for me to went through all the things, and saw all the things out there, in the world, and the things that I've been through out there, it makes me, uh, first, it makes me real proud. Secondly, it makes me want to be able to, tell, um, not only tell how I made it through when I couldn't see how to, but it just makes me want to tell the story. right? So that's why I do this. Okay. So I do want to speak though today about um, something, right? Something that I myself was kind of thinking about maybe 2 or 3 days ago. But then a guy who I study on here, he did a video on this. I believe it was today or yesterday or whatever. He did video on this same thing, so uh I want to put this out here in the universe, okay? I want to talk about this. Just give me a second here. I'm only going to be in here maybe for like 40 minutes, right? But cuz we are already at 15 minutes. But when I come back in here, I'm going to be on here again for a couple of more hours, right? I know these videos is long, so I know, everybody with the time, everybody, don't have enough time to watch all of these videos. But when you get enough time, when you get some time to yourself, sit down and just go through it and just, follow me here. Okay. Just, get a clear understanding of what I'm speaking about or what I'm trying to speak about. Okay. Okay, so listen, the reason why I really wanted to speak on this today because it's something that really it's a lot in me, and it's a lot that I want to say. Okay, so we're gonna start off today, and then I'm gonna play a clip from this one guy. Right, um, I'm gonna start it off though. So what I really wanted to speak on, and this guy that I'm gonna play, he's gonna furthermore clear it up a little bit better than me, right? Okay. But the most important thing that I see that, okay, let's put it like this, that I'm speaking on me, right? The most important thing I see or what helped me in my life, right? I started to look for the good in life. You see, because there was so much negativity and bad around me, I started to look for the good in life. And what I really came up was with this, you know, things, uh, things that we do to cover up our happiness, um, really do not make us happy. And it took me a while to really be able to see this part. You know, uh, the the money, the cars, the clothes, the houses, all of this stuff that I had in my life throughout my life, right? Um, that stuff really did not make me happy. You know, it was, I was glad to have it, don't get me wrong, but in the inside of my heart, I wasn't really a happy person. Well, I wasn't happy with the stuff that I had. Okay. See, sometimes an emotional breakthrough in your life can comes with some of the most simple things. It could just comes, to have a peace of mind, to have a good spirit, a loving heart. Sometimes that comes in the form of really small things, right? And it took me a while to be able to see that, because at first I couldn't really understand it and I couldn't see it, right? So what I have to say is, once you find this type of, if you find yourself unhappy and you have a lot of things in your life, if you have all the, you know, the latest stuff in life. Okay, like I said, the clothes, the latest clothes, or the cars, the new car. If you have all of this stuff in life, and then you find yourself still unhappy, you might need to take a step back and ask yourself why. Right now, sometimes it could be a lot. It could be the people that you're around, because sometimes we be in different groups uh, of people that we love, okay, that we care about, or whatever the case may be, and that stuff rubs off on you, right? And it gets you thinking that you need this type of things to validate you, to make you happy, right? And then you obtain this stuff, and it still do not make you happy in the inside. So first I would have to say, you have to think about the people that you're around. Are you living up to their quality of living, a quality of standards of what they call living? So it's sometimes it's the people that you're around as well. This it's once you start once you find, let's put it like this, once you live your life, and you look at life, and you still find yourself unhappy in life, you owe it to yourself to figure out why. You owe it to yourself to figure out, why do I need all of these things in life to feel happy, but really I still don't really feel happy. I might feel happy at the moment. This life is like it's a puzzle. It's a puzzle to find first yourself, right? So we buy all of these things to think that that's going to make us happy, and it still does not make us happy inside of our heart. you know this life is a journey. It's a challenge. It can be an adventure. So that's what I would have to say. And just so it just like, I was thinking about this, and this is something that I want to talk about. And then, like I said, the guy that I listened to or study, he literally just broke it down and made it sound. Uh, he put it in a format. Let's put it like that. That we all can really understand it. So let's get to his video, and let's get to his video. Yeah, I'm gonna come back on here. Come up back on here for a little while today. And I have to just keep letting you guys know, when you get it, you have to say thank you. What is doing now? Yeah, so how y'all weekend going so far? Saying I'm steady losing connection. How y'all weekend going so far? I hope well. I hope well. Oh yeah. Listen, I had a great Friday day and night. um, I took my daughter. I took my daughter to, and I got bad service. Let me see. 1 2 1 2. There we go. Yeah, I took my daughter out on a father and daughter. Uh, they called it a little dance prom. Okay, it was so lovely, you guys. You hear me? Um, we actually this time we actually really danced. We stayed on the floor for hours. Now this was our second time actually going to the father and daughter dance, and this time it was just so. This was so special, right? Because for one, she, she's older, right? My daughter is okay, so she's older now, so this was a special. This one here was special. The first one, I believe she was probably about, I want to say about 9. She said about 7 or 8. That could be so as well, but uh, it was real beautiful. I can real beautiful. I'm gonna put up some pictures on that, so y'all can see out there. Ooh, this thing. Okay, so listen, this is my man Soul. Okay, uh, I could put his channel up, let y'all go check him out. A real wise brother. Uh, I actually I actually introduced a couple of people to this guy right here. I introduced my son to him, and I introduced a older fella to this guy right here. I've been studying him maybe for probably about 3 years or so. A real wise, um, intelligent, real, authentic brother. You know, yes. So let's listen. Okay, let's listen. I said I'm gonna be in here, so I'll be in here another like 10 or 15 minutes. Okay. Wait a minute, let's do it like this. Hold on, I do not have any sound here. I am listening to the playback, and I do not have a sound. So let me see how and why. Hmm, that is weird. I have no sound. Yeah, see, I just heard that on the playback. I do not have any sound. So let me see how and why. I don't know why that is. Um, Let me check it. Let me check it. Let me check it. Yeah, all of that is in there. So why? Okay, now let me see now. Okay, now let's see. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, no, 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 no. I wasn't trying to do that. I love you, guy, but I wasn't trying to do that right now. Let me see here.
Connection with source. You know what I'm saying? Sitting there. It was different than the look that I saw when I walked in. It was a look of fulfillment. And what I mean by that, man, didn't have nothing, man. Sitting out there with his woman, a shopping cart, probably the same clothes he's been wearing for who knows how long, and blankets and just a horrible situation. And he had a look on his face, man, of just pure fulfillment. You know what I'm saying? And I can remember getting in the car, man, and old girl was still sitting there talking. I'm sitting there flirting, man. But all I could focus on was the homeless dude and his lady. And I can remember as I was driving off, man, I was just locked in eye contact with this guy. And what I understood was that all the shiny things that I had, I understood that he had something that I didn't have. And I could understand that by the way he was looking at me, he understood that there was something he had that I didn't have. And I can remember driving to this party and think about was bro was vibrating somewhere that I couldn't really identify. And what the brother was tapped in out to be abundance. What I later found out to be abundance. So what exactly had he tapped into that I found out at a later time, man? If you're familiar with Michelangelo and his works, right? In the early 1500s, man, Michelangelo painted a picture on the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel, right? Michelangelo painted a picture of two beings and they were reaching out and their fingers were about to touch. And one of these beings, man, was this spirit, and one of these beings was this physical being, right?
Now, what this brother is really speaking of, he really speaking like what I just stated. And you can have everything. Um, is it tangible or intangible? But you can have everything, whichever which way, right? But you can have everything, right, and still in the inside of your heart, right, still will feel empty. You know, I'm a witness to this, right? I had, okay, that's why it this story with this guy talking about, that's why it resonated with me. And a lot of things out there that I hear, right, it resonates with me. That would bring me here. Okay. Um, let's let him finish. We're gonna let him finish. We're gonna let him finish and then I'm gonna speak a little bit.
And realize that which is really just kind of or just empty carcasses. made by the hands of men. That's where we're looking for our abundance at, man. Abundance in carcass hands of man. And I love when I started going through this transition, because I remember as soon as I found that, but I went through this stage of getting rid of everything. I got rid of my car. I sold some clothes. I sold a watch. I sold a lot of stuff, and I left that setting. That's when I moved from downtown and moved out here to the burbs, right? I wanted to distance myself from my old life. I love what's his name? Alex. I talked about him probably a year or two ago. The guy that used to make the videos with the Lambo in his garage. Alex Becker, man. Where Alex Becker had that mansion, had that Lambo, right? Austin, and got him a 1-bedroom or 2-bedroom apartment. You know, and he was explaining this. He spent 2 or 3 videos explaining this. When I was watching, I'm like, bro, I
You see what he's saying? You got all of that. He talking about the guy sold the Lambo. It's something. All of this. I mean, it really what he's talking about. It really resonate with men way more than with women. Okay, because women they do not fully understand the spiritual connection, uh, only because certain choose not to believe about things like that. They more gravitate towards what society push out here, towards sometimes survival, over survival. Okay, take much. All right, to get the spiritual realm of life. I mean, don't tap into that thing, but men do. Okay, and because not men and women let this stuff and still be unhappy, but women they really find out what that real happiness is, right? They work hard um, on the things that make them happy. It's set up that way. It's set up that way to remove uh, the strong thinking man and leave the loving, vulnerable woman that don't know how to really choose. That's confused with choosing spiritual uh, the right spiritual way to connect with the universe. So just listen, this man deep with this. See, like I've been on this journey for like 7 years. Like I said, life knocked on my door. People in my life that I really dearly cared about, literally got called home to the Lord Jesus. Was I mad? No, I wouldn't say mad. I would just say, you feel about them, you know. So it made me want to look differently. Okay, it made me want to, search a little differently about the way how, um, you know, the way that you see life. You might have everything, but you still something. Don't know what it is, and really, you guys, is really the truth. That's what we all is searching for. Back to it. I'll be out of here in 1 second, and then I'm gonna tap back in here. Okay, but I just needed to get this out.
understand what he was explaining, right? A lot of times, man, you want to just get rid of everything because it's a feeling of damn, like I've been searching for really God and all these things, man. So That's when I really found out what abundance was. And to be honest, I could sit here and talk about it, man, for a whole hour and a half, 2 hours. You really won't understand what I'm saying until you feel it. You really won't understand. I can use all the words in the dictionary. You really won't understand.
He is so right. That's why I really wanted to put this out, because a lot of us out here in the universe, like I've always said, we be busy, with life. Excuse me, we got to take care of the kids, we got to pay the bills, we got to work. It's so much that the universe demands so much of our time, so we don't have time to think about these type of real things that's inside of us, right? you know so for the people that can really take out time for themselves and understand not only themselves, but understand what they are here for, what the Lord Jesus Christ put you here for. How do this world take you out of that, right? They, somehow, God basically put something inside of us, but the world, right, take us up outside ourselves and make us get away from the real reason why God really put us here on this earth. Okay, like I say, I speak from the heart. You get it? I speak from the heart. So sometimes, it doesn't make no difference how I literally put my meaning out there. Okay, just understand, I am speaking from the heart of, and I'm coming from a place of love, peace, and understanding. Right? I want to know. I actually, when I heard all of this, I actually had to look up the meaning uh, of abundance. Right? And it spoke to me the same way that he described it, and it also spoke to me in the way that I have been trying to describe it as well. Okay, let's get back to this, man.
Until you feel it, man. So how does a person find abundance? How does a person find this abundance that I speak of? I'll say this. The first thing a man must do is stop looking for it in the places that he's been looking for it in. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying get off your grind. I'm not saying stop pursuing the goals. I'm not even saying to not get the shiny things in the fast. I'm not even saying that. Get those things. But understand that what you're really looking for is not within those things. So if you want to find this abundance that I speak of, man, the first thing is stop looking for abundance in the physical things. Because what people are looking for, man, is what people are looking for is just a glimpse of that fulfillment. And I say it all the time. When you hit that bud, turn that bottle up, holler at that chick, pull off in that brand new car, get the new chain, get the new drip. What you're looking for is abundance. And I'm gonna tell you, to be honest, there's a hairline of abundance within it. For a few minutes, you're feeling abundance, but it's quickly gone because it's not the real deal. Of course, there's a piece of God in everything, so you're just getting that hair follicle of abundance. But the first thing you need to do, man, to find that abundance, man, is understand that it's not what you thought it was, and to stop looking for it in the things that you've been looking for within. Right? Right?
Okay, we're gonna end it right there, right? uh it's another little clip though on this that he talking about. I just took little things and broke it down. I ain't gonna take his whole thing though. But listen, go subscribe to this guy. uh he called himself Soul, right? Like in your soul, right? And that is a very deep. He is a very deep person, brother. Okay, excuse me. He is a very deep brother. I recommend him to any man that's out here really feeling feeling some way about his life, whether it's good or bad, right? He will give you a clear understanding of how to process deeper within yourself. Okay, like everyone is different. Everyone do not feel as though they don't need personal. I wouldn't say personal direction, but I'm just going to say personal advice on how to handle life challenges. These time and days, brothers, we all need uh, basically any type of positive spiritual connection with something. You know what I'm saying? So, um, like I say, this is something that I've already was speaking of. I wanted to probably 2 days ago. I was writing on this. This is what I wanted to talk about as well. When he brought it up, it made me wanted to put him up, and also I had to look up the meaning. Right, I had to look up the meaning for abundance. Right, and it says, uh, paraphrasing the reads, whatever the case, but it says. Abundance can be used to describe both physical things, like an abundance of food, right? Shelter or resources that attracts things like love, happiness, uh, gentle feelings. Um, I screenshotted these things. Okay. It said the word abundance can also have more meaningful and plenty of other meanings. Okay, sort of like being grateful um, of your family and your loved ones, right? So this is something that I had to pull up because I knew the meaning of it, right? But you still wanted to get a clear understanding of the meaning, right? And this is something that I've been describing throughout my whole time on YouTube, right? I felt um grateful, right, for the little small things that my mom, my family was able to basically show me, was able to provide for me. It was the small things that meant so much. And that's what this whole thing is about. That's what abundance is about, you know, uh, just being grateful, you know, just for being grateful. So I thought that was a real important message to put out there because in this world, we feel as though that we just have to, um, we just feel as though we just have to really just have so much of everything to be, uh, to be a happy person, right? And then when you get all of those things, you still is not a happy person, right? You happy for the things that you have, you see. So I am about to get out of here, but I really wanted to play that video. And also, like I say, I am still in here doing my guns and everything. I'm gonna be back. Um, I'm gonna come on here and try to play my little music, right? I know I'm up on the other live stream, man. I don't like being on that live stream no more than 30 minutes, though. and it's been like an hour over there. Okay, listen, I'm gonna tap on up out of here. I'm gonna come back up in here though. Okay, I'm gonna tap back in a couple of hours. We're gonna be it's Saturday night, right? And I think I'm gonna play some music, right, a little bit later on. But yeah, we're gonna jump back on here in a second. Okay. All right, man. Y'all enjoy y'all Saturday. Uh, It's a nice day out there. I think I'm finna go wash up one of the rides and everything, okay? You know? Okay, enjoy your Saturday. Be safe, be safe, be safe. Yes, can't emphasize that enough. Be safe for yourself. That's it. Very important. Yes. Okay, listen, till next time, right? I will be back on here. Till next time. Peace, love, blessings.